doesn't work, then I don't know what to tell you guys. I guess it's just not going to be a live stream if you can't hear me. But let's do a count. Anybody that can hear me, that's just now coming in, maybe and can hear me, just tell me. Now my live stream seems to be sort of buffering a little bit. Just I don't know why it's doing that. I mean, yes, it's happened to me before, but not like this. See, it's like it's. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Hear me now? You can hear me, Austin? You can hear me, Austin? If you guys can hear me, just type in the comment. Just type in, I can hear you. Okay, looks like you guys can hear me now. Don't really know what was going on the first two times, but I don't really know what was going on the first two times, but okay, I guess. Okay, so if you guys can hear me, great. Thank goodness. I don't really know what was going on the first two times. Yeah, I saw you subscribed to me, Austin, via a new channel. Definitely have to check that one out. Thanks, Dro. And nobody times out anybody, okay? Don't time out anybody, okay? No one deserves to be timed out here unless they, do deserve to be. Yeah, I know. Well, they timed out Dro and K9, which is Yos. So, like I said, the reason why I didn't go live at 3:30 like I normally would, yes, it was probably because of the fact that I felt like this live stream wasn't going to be nearly as long as my normal ones, because this week there wasn't nearly as much wrestling as there usually is, because there was no Monday Night Raw, there was no Friday Night SmackDown. They were both best of shows. There was NXT, there was Dynamite, and tonight I might actually cover Rampage just a little bit, just because there's not much else to really talk about. Hey, Austin, if any of you guys, like I've been saying for a while now, the last couple times I've gone live, if there's anybody that wants to put a link to their channel in the chat, feel free to do so. Because I'm now up to 363 subscribers on this channel. I'm hoping at some point to get to 400. I want to get to 400 at some point, and then eventually 500, because apparently you can now get monetized at 500 subscribers. Once you hit 500 subscribers, and I think like something amount of watch hours or something, but I'm not really sure exactly the number for that. Also, if there's anybody that's in the live chat right now who hasn't hit that like button, if you want to, you can. It's never required, but I would appreciate it. Thank you, guys. And since there was no Monday Night Raw, I'm going to get right into the next show of the week, which would be NXT. And like I always do, I have my notes. Just so in case I don't forget anything. I don't want to forget anything, and I don't want to have to stutter when I'm live trying to figure out, okay, what happened on this show, what happened on this show. I don't want to have to, because that's, I think, the last thing any of you guys want to see me do is stuttering and trying and like forgetting my words. And as always, I'm drinking my Powerade, mixed berry flavored. Tonight's also AEW's World's End pay-per-view. So I can't watch it because obviously the only way you can watch it is via Fight TV. And look, I don't have $50 to be able to pay for that. I don't have $50 to be able to pay for that. Yes, I have $50 on me and like real money, but I'm not sure if you can use Google Play for that or whether you have to actually have a credit card or. No, not at the moment. I don't know what you're saying, Follow the Bradley's fun. But oh, this guy is from Follow the Bradley Fun. Bradley's Fun is from a channel that I recently found within the last couple of months called Tuber Chat. Tuber Chat. Danny, I know you were on there, I think, once recently that I remember. But definitely, that's. And also, I have that channel, Tuber Chat. I have a video that I did for a shout out video. I don't think they do. Well, they probably would, but there's no like. I live practically in the middle of nowhere. I live in Moneta, Virginia, which is a rural area. The best thing we really have here is a Kroger, a Food Lion, and a Subway. And I like Subway. Yeah, you got nominated for Matt's show. Yeah, Everblast, and you actually won a category. So congratulations to you on that. Even though it was LVP, least valuable player. Hey, it's great just to be nominated. Had those. Do they not have them in St. Louis anymore? That's basically the biggest things we have because we don't have much of anything else. We have like a Goodwill down there in the Westlake area. We got. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Hey, Austin, I'm going to make you a moderator on this channel. Standard mod. Yeah, thanks, Everbless. I do appreciate it. When everybody seems to be hating on you, I'm the only one that's going to be basically on your side. Yeah, I'm a very nice person, okay? I don't care what anybody says. I don't care really what anybody says. I'm a nice person. I mean, for those of you who actually, if there's any of you who are just now coming onto my channel, yeah. Oh yeah, Aldi's. Yeah, my mom actually goes to Aldi's every first of the month. Well, not the first of the month, but whenever we can, the first like day of the month where we can actually go out. Me, my mom, and my sister, we all go out and we do a whole bunch of grocery shopping and stuff like Ollie's, Aldi's, Walmart, Kroger. We also go to Subway because my mom gets coupons for Subway in the mail. So that's that's nice. But hey, it is what it is. I just don't. And also, I live in a trailer park, so basically that's my life. I live in a place, in a small little place that doesn't have much of anything, and I live in a trailer park. But I like my life. Also, I hope everybody had a wonderful Christmas. This is the first time I will have gone live since Christmas, so I do hope everybody had a great Christmas. Like I had. No, he's pretty cool. He's pretty cool, except when he's being annoying about Roman Reigns and stuff. But he's not always. He's cool most of the time. I have 2 videos. I have 2 videos. Yeah, he kind of does. I have 2 videos on my channel. Both of them are short videos that I did. I showed you guys my Christmas presents, what I got for Christmas. AAP's Variety Channel. Hey, actually, yeah, I had to take away all my moderator positions. I actually had to take away all my moderator positions recently because of another rogue mod sort of situation. But I know who you are. I trust you. So I'm going to make you a mod on my channel. Thank you. And thank you, AAP Variety Channel. Can't wait. Can't wait till the next time you go live. But yeah, I did do 3 channels. I did 2 videos. I did 2 little short videos where I showed you guys what I got for Christmas. One was what I got from basically from my parents / Santa. The second one was what I had gotten from my grandparents when we went over to their house for Christmas. So I basically had 2 videos that I made. So I basically made 2 videos. Yeah, if any of you guys wanna subscribe to each other and put your links in the chat to your channels, feel free to do so. I am allowing people to do that. I am subscribed to a few people. I am subscribed to a few people that do live streams where they allow people to subscribe to other people, and it's great. And it's great communities. Some great communities. Some of them I've actually done shout out videos for. If you guys want to check that out, I've actually created 3 playlists, 3 different playlists now, where it's just got my shorts, my short videos, my regular videos, and then my live streams. So if you guys want to, yeah, if anybody wants to, yeah, put your put your chat. Oh yeah, Dro, I did hear about that. Apparently there's a, oh, hey, AAP's Variety Channel. My cool dog, that's actually Danny Staten. He's got I'm pretty sure you already know, he's got 10, 12 different channels. He's got a whole million channels. And that's one of them, if you didn't already know. Rex Freestyle Pack Rips, thank you for coming. This might actually be one of my best live streams in a while as far as likes, and because I've already got 6 likes and only 15 minutes in. Usually I don't have this many likes at the beginning of the live stream. That was actually Nightbot. That was Nightbot. At one point, it was timing you out because you were spamming emojis in the chat. So I think that was the reason. I think most people on here do have Instagram. But I'm getting off topic. I had to restart my live stream a couple times due to mic issues, due to issues with my mic. And I'm actually starting to think when you go live, there's 2 little things they allow that they show you. One of them is, do you allow YouTube to be allowed to record audio? And I think I might have clicked do not allow the first 2 times, so that might have been the reason why you guys weren't able to hear me the first time. I have Instagram on my phone, on a separate phone, not this one, but I have an Instagram account on a separate phone. Oh, guess whatever, Bless. What exactly is that? Yeah, if they're still here, because I know a lot of people when they come into my Yeah, I know when a lot of people come into my live streams, they sometimes will come in for a few minutes and then they say they got something they gotta do, so they gotta leave. And I'm like, okay, yeah, feel free to. Yeah, you already think said that on Monday on. Oh, a party. I'm guessing it's a New Year's party. It's a New Year's kind of party. But yeah, you guys know why I'm here. There's also something that a little announcement that I wanted to let you guys know about, because it's something that I've kind of been wanting to do for a long time, but I just have never had the money to be able to get it. But now I do, and I'm going to get it. I'm officially I am officially joining GTA. GTA 5. I'm officially going to get the game. I've been wanting it for so long. I finally have more than enough money to be able to get it. It's like $30, I think, at Walmart. So I'm gonna get it, install it on this computer, laptop, and I might do some little videos. I might do some little short videos. Oh, guess what? What game did you get, Austin? Yeah, I'm gonna be getting GTA 5 at the beginning of at the beginning of the month, at the beginning of January, whenever I can. So, yeah, that's kind of my little announcement. But hey, Everboss, if you can put the link to your channel in the chat. Put the link to your channel in the chat. Oh wow! All AEW Fight Forever. Okay. Ah yes, Luke. Yes, I know that. I know that. Yeah, if any of you guys want to put the links to your channel in the chat, you should be able to just by going to your channel, and if you go on your about section, you should see your channel link. You should see your channel link, and if you click on it, it'll ask you if you want to copy the link, and you can click on that, and then come back on here, copy the link in the comment section, so that way if people want to, they can just click on your name. Since you're a moderator, they can click on your name and just subscribe to you from there, because it'll say, like, if I click on here, it'll say either pin message, report, remove, put user in timeout, hide user on this channel, or remove as standard moderator. Okay, I thought there was one that said go to your channel, but I guess. But yeah, there's Everbless's link. If anybody wants to subscribe to my friend there, Everbless. You guys know why I'm here? You guys know why I'm here? You see the title of the video. I got this Wrestling Week in review. It wasn't as much wrestling this week. Obviously, Monday Night Raw was a best of show, as was last night's SmackDown. So there was NXT. NXT did have a show. And let's see, NXT had a show. AEW had their Dynamite, I guess New Year's Eve. Yeah, the best of show was actually pretty good last night that I saw. We saw basically clips. We saw basically highlights from the WrestleMania matches between Usos and Kevin Owens, KO and Sammy, and Roman Reigns and Corey Gray, Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes, and the crown jewel match between Logan Paul and Rey Mysterio. It was pretty fun, actually. But let's just get into it. We got NXT was this week, and they did have a show. We got a pretty good amount of stuff happened today. I guess before the show even, I guess either during the show or before the show even happened, happened. We had a confrontation backstage between Braun Breaker and Nathan Frazier, which led to a match. Went about 9-10 minutes. Wasn't even that bad of a match. Yeah. Well, actually, just you can just give him the WWE title. WWE title, the what it looks like now, just with a green strap, was just with a green strap, obviously. Just make it simple. Make it simple. But it wasn't a bad match. Went about 10 minutes. Yeah, I know. A lot of people grew. Yeah, just do it that way. I mean, no need to overcomplicate things. But yeah, we got Baron Corbin, Braun Breaker versus Nathan Frazier. Went about 10 minutes. I watched the full match. I got a YouTube channel I'm subscribed to called WWE Matches. Huh. Oh, happy baked bread. I don't even know who you are because this is the first time I think I've seen you ever on my live stream. But I don't suck. You suck. You suck for thinking that was gonna fly in my live chat. Okay, I've got people on here. Here who like me and who are not gonna stand for that. Me included. Yeah. We got, let's see, Braun Breaker wins. Pretty simple. It was a good match, though, back and forth. Nice back and forth. I like both guys. Braun Breaker and Nathan Frazier, I like them both. They're both pretty good. Pretty good. Nathan Frazier's, really, fast. And he was trained by current World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins, so makes sense. We got Joe Gacy versus... We also got the Battle of the Joes, apparently, this week. Joe Gacy versus Joe Coffey. Oh yeah, definitely one of my favorites. And Stone Cold Steve Austin, that Texas rattlesnake. Yep, the Texas rattlesnake, the Rock, the Game, Triple H, Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. Hi, I'm Mary. Welcome to the live stream. If there's anybody that's just now coming in and you want to put a like on the live stream, feel free to do so. It's not a requirement, but I would appreciate it. But I definitely would appreciate it. And I know not everybody, and I know not everybody that comes onto my live streams is quote unquote a fan of wrestling as much as I am. And even if they're not really a fan, they have at least seen it a little bit, watched it a little bit. But hey, it's okay. I don't mind. You guys want to come on and support me anyways. I'm not exactly sure who, but I know he said that he was timed out at one point, and I said that was Nightbot. And I said that was Nightbot that was doing it because at one point he was spamming emojis. And apparently when you do that, Nightbot automatically times you out. Like if you put more than 3 emojis in the live chat. Okay, there's no hate on here. So I don't know what your problem is, but if you could just leave. Leave. No hate, please. We got Joe Gacy versus Joe Coffey. Joe Gacy actually won this match. Wasn't even that much to be really, wasn't really even that much, wasn't even really that much to talk about. This is a standard match of 2 sort of big dudes just going at it. We We got a backstage segment with Dragon Lee. Dragon Lee, the new North American champion in NXT, with LWO's Cruz del Toro and Joaquin Wilde. They apparently, this group called No Quarter Catch Crew, which is, I guess, just a group of superstars in NXT that's headed by Drew Gulak. Because he said that he hated you. He hated you. And I immediately said, look, there's no hate on this channel. Okay? If you hate on me and on anybody else on this live stream, you are going to get timed out no matter what. Because that's not accepted here. He wasn't threatening you or anything. He just said that he hates you. I don't know what that person was doing, but look, I'm here for you, so don't worry. Oh yeah. And if none of my moderators get to that person before, and if I don't get to them before my moderators do, then my moderators will do the necessary thing. That's why I trust Danny to be a managing mod, because he's the only person I actually do trust to get all the bad seeds out. Because he's one of the few guys that's here basically almost every day. I know not all of you guys can be here every time I go live, but Danny's really the one that's almost always here. So he knows. So I trust him to do the right thing. So apparently we're going to get a match between Dragon Lee, Cruz del Toro, Joaquin Wilde versus this group, No Quarter Catch Crew. It's got 4 superstars in it, so I don't know exactly who. I know it's great. The guy that stabbed Diamond Mine in the back. We got William Regal's son, Charlie Dempsey, and Drew Gulak. I wonder if those 3 are going to be the guys in the match. But there was a 4th guy that I can't remember his name also. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. We got the men's breakout tournament in NXT. I guess the semifinals. We got Riley Osborne versus Lexis King, aka Brian Pillman Jr. Also, we got Oba Femi versus Tavion Heights. Riley Osborne versus Lexis King. I was actually sort of surprised because, look, at the beginning of this tournament, I think it was either last week or the week before last, they did a little bit of a segment. Oh, Lyndon, is that you? We got a segment where they basically showed us the entire field for the men's breakout tournament, and Lexis King took out one of the superstars, Trey Bearhill, that was originally supposed to be in the tournament. Lexis King then takes his place because apparently Ava Raine, who has now assumed general manager duties and is now making decisions. And she basically put Lexis King in the tournament. And as soon as that happened, I immediately thought, oh, okay, Lexis King is winning the breakout tournament. It seems like he's now the only name in there that I've even noticed, that I even know. Because most of the men that were in this breakout tournament were superstars that I had seen on NXT Level Up, which is a little 1-hour show they do on Saturdays. And for people that I have never even heard of, like Trey Bearhill, Oba Femi. Most of these superstars I didn't even know who the hell they were. But I knew who Lexis King was because he had just been signed to WWE. But this week on NXT, we got a bit of a swerve. Now, granted, Trey Bearhill, who was taken out by Lexis King, did interfere in his match with Riley Osborne. He did sort of cause a distraction, which did allow Riley Osborne to perform a shooting star press from the top rope and was able to get the pin on Lexis King. So now I'm back right where I was when we first started this tournament, where I have no idea who's going to win. It's either going to be, and also the second match we got from the breakout tournament, Oba Femi versus Tavion Heights. Tavion Heights wins that match. I don't know who's going to win between Riley Osborne and Tavion Heights, but it might actually be an interesting match. We got an interview between Lyra Valkyria, NXT Women's Champion Lyra Valkyria, and Blair Davenport, who will be facing off against each other at this upcoming Tuesday's New Year's Evil special edition of NXT. Next week will be basically WWE's New Year's Knockout Week. They've christened it. This upcoming Monday, it will be Day 1 Raw. The next night on NXT, it'll be New Year's Evil. And then this next Friday, it'll be SmackDown New Year's Revolution. So, and all three of these shows look like they're going to be pretty darn good, because it's got a whole bunch of title matches, a bunch of great matches that we want to see, and I can't wait. And I can't wait to see. See, it was basically a standard interview. They talked some smack to each other. Wasn't much to go on. Yeah, if any of you guys are in here that have not hit that like button yet, feel free to do so. It is never a requirement, but I would appreciate it. And thank you, AAP, for reminding people that they can smash that like button. We got another backstage segment with Ariana Grace, who is apparently the daughter of former WWE superstar Santino Marella. Did not know that until this year, because she's been there, I think, since last year, and I didn't know that until this year. So that's interesting. Apparently, her and Roxanne Perez have been getting into it lately, following NXT Deadline. And now they will be having a match at New Year's Evil, as per Ava Raine, basically saying it's going to happen. I'm not actually sure what this is heading towards. Ava Raine seems to be becoming more of a general manager or something on NXT, because she's been making all these decisions as of late. She made the decision to have Kiana James and Roxanne Perez inside of a steel cage at Deadline. She made the decision to put Lexis King into the Breakout Men's Tournament. And she also made this match happen between Roxanne Perez and Ariana Grace at New Year's Eve. Interesting. I'm not sure what's going on here. What's going on there, but hey, maybe we'll get an answer. We also got NXT year-end awards, which means I guess it's where they vote on the superstars of the year for NXT. Male superstar of the year, the NXT male superstar of the year was, I actually thought it was going to be between Carmelo Hayes and Ilya Dragunov, because they both have had the best year. And the male superstar of the year for NXT was Ilya Dragunov. He is the current NXT champion and will be facing Trick Williams for the NXT championship, and will be facing in a match for the NXT championship at New Year's Evil this Tuesday. NXT Women's Superstar of the Year was Tiffany Stratton, which I think it's pretty safe to say. No, I don't know all of the matches for tonight's AEW show, World's End pay-per-view. I just know some of the important ones, like Christian versus Adam Copeland, Rio versus Tony Storm, MJF versus Samoa Joe. Those are some of the main ones that I know. I don't know, but yeah, we got. I don't know about that. I don't remember that. I have to look it up to make sure to see who's. We got. Also, we got. I think it was the. Oh yeah, for the in the finals for the Continental Classic. I'll get to that. We got a we got a tag team match at the beginning of the show, which was OTM Out the Mud versus Chase U. Chase U apparently is now currently in a storyline where they've been accused of embezzling university funds on gambling, and they're trying to pay off their debt. So they made a deal with Out the Mud, and I guess this is their match to. Yeah, I don't know who I want to win that match. But Out the Mud do win, and the match was also for a shot at the NXT Tag Team titles, currently held by Tony D'Angelo and Stax. So that's going to happen in the near future sometime. We also got a NXT Heritage Cup championship match between Noam Dar and Josh Briggs. This was out of the blue, but it was actually a pretty good match. Josh Briggs actually did win a fall in this match, but then at the end of the match, other members of Noam Dar's faction, the Metal Four, brought a bucket into the ring. Josh Briggs would inadvertently hit Noam Dar with it, with the referee seeing it, which meant that Josh Briggs got disqualified and immediately would lose the match. It was a good match, didn't need the shit ending, but then again, they're a heel faction, so they kind of had to cheat to win. Just would have thought it would have been a little bit better without him getting actually disqualified. And then the best match of the entire show of this week's NXT, we had only the second, I think it's only the second NXT Underground match between Dijak and Eddie Thorpe. This match was so good. If you guys want to see it, want me to link the match, I will go onto WWE's YouTube channel and I'll share the match, and I'll share the video to my community tab so you guys can watch it if you want to. But it was a very, very good match. And I am actually starting to like this NXT Underground because they did do it. They did do it before in like 2020, 2021 on Raw, and it was Raw Underground. And it wasn't really that good the first time around, but I think if they do this could be NXT's version of like a Hell in a Cell match that just like ends feuds. Because the only way to win this match is either by submission or a technical knockout So basically, this is like an MMA match. This is basically almost like an MMA match, just with professional wrestling. So, because you can only win via submission or knockout, or technical knockout. So, it was great. I mean, the ending of the match saw Eddie Thorpe drive Dijak through the announce table with a DDT. I can't remember what the name of the move. It's a DDT, but they had like a special name for it, which I can't remember. Something with Dream in it, but that caused Dijak to be knocked out, which gave Eddie Thorpe the win. It was I don't know who should have won the match. to be honest. Some people were actually saying that Dijak deserved that win, but I don't know. It was a great match nonetheless. If I had to rate NXT this week, I actually would rate it a 7 out of 10 because it was really, really good. Now on to NXT AEW Dynamite, the other show that was on this week. The opening match. The opening. Oh yeah, I didn't hear about that, but I will have to check that out. Dro. Thank you for letting me know about that. I might have to check that out. I'll have to check that out. The opening match for AEW Dynamite was Swerve Strickland versus Swerve Strickland. Let's try saying that 5 times in a row without stuttering. Swerve Strickland versus Jon Moxley versus Jay White. This was a triple threat match to determine who was going to be in the finals of the Continental Classic tonight at World's End. This match was so good. I know people were probably saying that Swerve should have won this match, but the match we're gonna get tonight is definitely gonna be a great match because yes, it's one we've seen before, but it's also a match that does not disappoint at all. So Jon Moxley wins the match. It was definitely a great match. The other Continental Classic match we did get was the semifinals between Eddie Kingston and Bryan Danielson. Another great match. We saw that Eddie Kingston actually did win this match. And now we will be getting Jon Moxley versus Eddie Kingston at AEW Dynamite at AEW World's End. Should be a great match for all involved. We also got a match between Chris Statlander and Sky Blue. Not sure how to feel about this match. This match wasn't really that much. That wasn't really that much. Yeah. I think Sky Blue did win the match via heelish tactics. So I think so apparently Sky Blue and Julia Hart are now a group. I don't know what to think about that, but if they're booked pretty good, then it should be fun to watch. We were supposed to get a sit-down sort of interview between Christian Cage and Adam Copeland, but that obviously never happened. Didn't even get to start because Adam Copeland just started just tearing through everybody immediately, and we're getting a match between Adam Copeland and Christian Cage for the TNT title in a no disqualification match at AEW World's End tonight. That should be a great match. Obviously, the no DQ factor will mean that obviously Luchasaurus and Nick Wayne and maybe even Shayna Wayne, his mom, will eventually get involved in the match. But I don't know what's going to happen. But hey, what does it matter? We got a promo segment in the ring with Don Callis. No, Judgment Day. No, sorry. I don't do that on this channel. I don't give out my address on this channel. And for good reason. We had a in-ring segment with Don Callis' family, and at one point, somebody returned. Someone returned, Sammy Guevara, who actually recently became a father with his wife Tay Mello. They recently had a baby, and so he's been dealing with an injury, so he was off television for a couple of months since like August, since like September. Pretty much since Grand Slam, basically. And so he's been out dealing with the injury and also dealing with the fact that he just became a dad for the first time. So he came back. Apparently, he's now face again. Like, this is one of the few things that I think. And I'm also a subscriber to a YouTube channel called WrestleLamia, who does a lot of wrestling news and rumors videos, as well as videos where they do like top 10 such and such. But when they did their news and rumors video for Thursday, which is when they also do a rundown of the AEW Dynamite show for that week, one of the negative things they said about the show was Sammy Guevara's 200th first or 200th something turn. And that's definitely one of the things that I don't like, is that they have constantly turned Sammy babyface, heel, between babyface and heel, and it just, like, commit to it. If you're gonna turn him heel, commit to it. And don't just turn him face after only a few months simply because you don't know how to book him as a heel or you don't know how to book him as a face, so you turn him heel. And even like they said in the video, his constant turns are becoming somewhat like the Big Show's constant babyface heel turns. Because he was notorious for that, for turning face and heel basically on a weekly, monthly basis. I feel like that's what they're starting to do with Sammy Guevara, and I don't think I like it. I like him. I like Sammy Guevara, but why are you turning him? Are you like not sure what you want him to be, like a face or a heel? Just stick with one of them. He was good as a heel in the Inner Circle with Chris Jericho, and as a heel in the Jericho Appreciation Society, and as a heel in the Don Callis family. But I don't know what they're gonna do. But yeah, he's heel. He turned face. Apparently, Chris Jericho would actually come in and make the save. Then we got Darby Allin and Sting coming to the aid, which was surprising. But we got Chris Jericho and Sting in the middle of a ring for the first time, I think, ever. If I'm not mistaken, that is the first time they've ever been inside the ring ever. Maybe not ever, but I'm pretty sure they have not wrestled each other once. We also got an interview from one of AEW's most recent signings, Mariah May. She basically confirmed that on this next week's episode of AEW Dynamite, she will be making her in-ring debut. Then Riho, who was challenging AEW Women's Champion Toni Storm tonight, came in and attacked Mariah May. That led Toni Storm to come out, Mariah May has sort of been following Toni Storm recently. It's like, I guess it's like a fan. So she kind of, I guess, decided to like return the favor and just help out Mariah May in this segment, but didn't really go well for her. Also, we got a backstage segment with Saraya and Ruby Soho. Don't know what they're doing there. Basically, they're doing a storyline where Angelo Parker is slowly but surely falling for Ruby, and she's kind of liking it. But Saraya's like, no, I'm not having any of this. And this is, I guess, gonna be driving a wedge between the two friends. I guess that's what's gonna happen. I don't know. But we also got, after the Eddie Kingston Bryan Danielson match, which was after the triple threat match that we got with Jon Moxley. Jon Moxley comes out and we get a promo back and forth between Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston. It was very good. We also got in Roderick Strong backstage segment where he basically was talking with Renee Paquette about why he thinks that MJF is the devil. Like he has all this, he has a billboard. He has like a billboard with a whole bunch of stuff on it, with like a whole bunch of pictures and a whole bunch of like stuff that he's collected over the information and stuff that he's collected over the past couple of months or so. Where they're going with this, I have no idea. They could be setting this up to where Roderick Strong and the Kingdom are a part of the group, and they're three of the goons that have been attacking various superstars recently. Also, in the main event, we had Samoa Joe and MJF versus Devil's Goons, two of them, for the ROH Tag Team Championships. Finally, they got the tag team titles off of MJF and Adam Cole. I'm just interesting that they have to. No, I didn't, but I will be talking about it in a little bit. They won. MJF and Samoa Joe lost the match, meaning because Samoa Joe has been sort of fighting in place of Adam Cole, who's currently injured. So they lost the match, which means they lost the titles. MJF and Adam Cole lost the titles, the tag titles. And then at the end of the show, what we see is a graphic, is the devil come on the screen, Titantron, and with the message, it was with the message, "Pleasure doing business with you." And then Samoa Joe would whack MJF with the steel chair and would brutally attack his shoulder, which was injured which is I think injured right now. So basically Samoa Joe has now officially confirmed that he has been working with the devil. I have no idea who it is. My guess is Adam Cole. It's Adam Cole because it's the only one that makes even the least bit of sense. Because he might still be mad at the fact that he's lost all these championship matches to MJF. He might still want another shot at the title. And so that might be where they go with it. I'm not even sure. Who knows? But that was AEW Dynamite. If I had to actually rate AEW Dynamite tonight, I would actually rate it a 6.5 out of 10. I mean, well, a 7 actually, because the two Continental Classic semifinal matches were great. Chris Statlander versus Sky Blue was okay for what it was. The Christian Cage, Adam Copeland sort of sit-down interview was great because it didn't even get to be an interview. It just got to be a full-out brawl. Don Callis, the 100th or so Sammy Guevara turn, I don't think that was needed. Mariah May segment with Riho and Toni Storm and Mariah May, that wasn't even that good. But some of the majority of what we got was actually very good, so that sort of makes up for some of the things that I didn't like. And now on to the final show that I am actually going to be reviewing for actually the first time ever, and that's Rampage, because there wasn't anything else for me to talk about. Because Monday, like I said at the beginning of the video, there was no Monday Night Raw, no Friday Night SmackDown. They were both best of shows, so now I'm going to talk about Rampage. We got a trios match in the end, but I think the very first thing we got was a Chris Jericho segment where he was, I guess, talking about his World's End, because I now think he's going to be facing in a match with Sammy Guevara and Sting and Darby versus the Don Callis family at World's End. Don't know what's going to happen in that match, but should be a pretty good match. Sammy Guevara would come out, interrupt him. I don't know if Sammy Guevara really has changed and he's now officially a face again. That's just going to be what's going to have to happen. Well, that's definitely one of the things we're going to be keeping an eye on tonight. We also got a Wheeler Yuta versus Matt Sydal match for the Ring of Honor Pure Championship. Apparently, Wheeler Yuta decided to cheat in this match, but I guess he didn't get caught. So I guess it. But yes, I am a huge fan of the Blackpool Combat Club. I don't even know whether they're faces or heels right now because we're not really getting a actual storyline out of them as far as like a whole group. They're, every every one of them seems to be doing their own thing right now, even though 3 out of the 4 were involved in the Continental Classic. We also got yes, Wheeler Yuta would win the match. We got a uh, Daddy Magic, whatever his name is, and Daniel Garcia backstage segment where they called out the House of Black for, I guess, for their attack on them the last whenever that was. Maybe it was on Collision or something. I can't remember. Challenge them to a match. Probably it's going to happen probably on a Collision or maybe even a Rampage for next week. Who knows? We got a Don Callis family backstage segments. Obviously talking about their match tonight. It's definitely should be a good match. This should be a good pay-per-view. I'm not gonna lie, this should be a good pay-per-view. Also, we got a Ruby Soho versus Marina Shafir match. This was not a bad match, but it wasn't necessarily a match that was like the 2 women's segments we got on Dynamite. It was like, okay, this is what it is. Wasn't really special or anything. Didn't really serve any purpose. Just to have a women's match. It was there just to have a women's match. Marina Shafir, I think, did win because at one point Nyla Rose Saraya was out there to support Ruby. At one point, she did get on the ring apron and was jawjack and was talking with the referee. Yeah, Danny, AAP for life. And she was arguing with the referee, but then Nyla Rose would pull her down and Saraya would then basically chase Saraya out of the arena, basically, the ringside area. It's then led to Marina Shafir being able to win the match. And then the main event of Rampage was a trios match between Orange Cassidy, Trent Beretta, and Rocky Romero versus Top Flight and Action Andretti. Basically, this is Best Friends versus Top Flight and Action Andretti. Best Friends actually do win the match. It was actually not a bad tag team match. It wasn't actually a bad trios match. I'm not gonna lie. I watched it. Wasn't that bad. Will I watch it again? No. It was just good for what it was. If I had to rate AEW Rampage tonight, last night's a 5.5 out of 10 because it wasn't necessarily a bad show, but it wasn't special. But then again, it's only an hour long, so there's really not much to talk about. Usually just 3 matches, maybe a segment or 2 in the ring, and then maybe 1 or 2 backstage moments to talk about. But hey, it is what it is. Yeah. Well, that's basically about it basically that's about it, guys. I don't know what else to I do kind of want to show you guys what I'm doing right now on my Oh no. Oh, that's not good, Danny. Man, I want to show you guys what I'm doing right now on my computer. Yes, I know, I'm playing this game, but I like it. I like this game. It's a cool game. I actually recently just made this roller coaster. Actually, some of you guys want to check it out, I actually did a video where I was creating this roller coaster, and I basically, the title of the video is How to Create a Successful and Safe Roller Coaster in Roller Coaster Tycoon 2. Oh no. Hey, don't feel bad. Don't feel bad about that. If she wasn't really a nice person, then you don't really have to worry. Then you don't have to be mad. Feel sad for that because of that. Well, then again, I don't know her either. So, but that's about it for me. I do want to thank you guys for coming. I mean, we got 7 likes. Eventually, it'll probably get over 10 likes because other people might come in and watch the live stream after it's done. But hey, yeah, Happy New Year to everybody. It's New Year's Eve is basically tomorrow, so I hope everybody does have a good New Year. And yes, I do want to thank everybody for coming. Next time you will be seeing me on a live stream. Hopefully will be next Saturday, but if I do decide to go live at any point next week, I'll probably let you guys know via a community post. So until next time, I will see you all later. Peace, guys. Bye. I want to see you guys later.